Hi, I'm Margaret, and this is the weather for July 1st, 2003. This is the temperature for July 1st, 2003. In the very northern United States, the high is 70 degrees to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, and the low is around 60 degrees Fahrenheit. It is colder in the northern U.S. because it is farther away from the equator. In the central U.S., the high temperature is 80 degrees to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, and the low temperature is 70 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit. In Florida, the high temperature is around 90 degrees, and the low is around 80 degrees. In southern Arizona, the high is 100 degrees Fahrenheit, and the low is 80 degrees Fahrenheit. It is warmer in the south than the north because the south is closer to the equator and gets more direct sun rays. In northwestern U.S., the high is about 70 degrees and the low is 50 degrees. Pressure systems. A high-pressure system is a whirling mass of cool, dry air that usually brings fair weather and light winds. High pressure pushes down. A low-pressure system is a whirling mass of warm, moist air that usually brings stormy weather with strong winds. Low pressure pushes up. There are three pressure systems. A high-pressure system in central Florida, a high-pressure system on the border of New Mexico and Arizona, and a low-pressure system on the border of Alabama and Mississippi. The low-pressure system on the border of Alabama and Mississippi brings lots of rain and bad weather. The high-pressure system on the border of Arizona and New Mexico brings clear weather, and the high-pressure system in central Florida brings a little bit of rain. Fronts. A front is a boundary between two different air masses, resulting in stormy weather. A front usually is a line of separation between warm and cold air masses. There are two stationary fronts, which is a boundary between two air masses that don't move that much. Some stationary fronts move back and forth for several hundred miles a day. A stationary front is represented as an alternating warm and cold front symbol. Stationary fronts form when warm air and cold air meet, and neither air mass has the force to move the other, so they remain stationary. The first stationary front is located in eastern United States, and the second one is located in northwestern United States. They will stay there for a couple of days. The stationary fronts will bring clouds, rain, fog, and precipitation. Precipitation. There are four major areas of precipitation. The predominant area is in the southeastern United States and extends up to the eastern seaboard up to Maine. There's a band running north to south over the high plains. And lastly, there's a pocket of precipitation at the Pacific Northwest. There's a low-pressure system in the predominant area, so that's why it's so rainy. Rain forms when warm air meets cold air and rain droplets. Factors that can lead to this are temperature, low pressure, and land masses. Air masses. Air masses are a huge body of air that has similar temperature, humidity, and air pressure at any given height. There is a maritime tropical air mass from the Gulf of Mexico bringing warm, humid air to the eastern United States. There's also a maritime polar from the Pacific Northwest which is bringing cool, humid air to the west coast. Also, there's a continental polar from over the Great Lakes region, bringing cold air to central United States. Isobars. Isobars are a line on the weather map connecting points of equal weather. When isobars are closer together, wind speeds are faster, like here. When isobars are farther apart, wind speeds are slower, like here. Wind goes clockwise when there's high pressure, like here. And wind speeds go counterclockwise when it's low pressure, like here. Thanks for watching the weather for July 1st, 2003.